I'm delighted that you are a childhood studies minor. You will create a portfolio to demonstrate your understanding of childhood using a variety of disciplinary perspectives. Using Blackboard Portfolio, you will create and begin to compile an electronic portfolio in which you present in a clear and organized fashion selected assignments, writing, reading reflection, and/or projects you completed in the 6 courses you take for the Childhood Studies minor. Then, in CHST 400, the Childhood Studies Capstone course, you will share your portfolio with others. This is a screenshot of a sample portfolio I created on Blackboard. To minor in childhood studies, you will need to take 1 course from humanities, 2 courses from social, behavioral, or natural sciences, and 2 courses from the College of Education and Allied Studies. Which courses will you use to complete the Childhood Studies minor portfolio? Creating a portfolio on Blackboard is a 3-step process. You will collect, select, and reflect. Begin by collecting the documents you used in the courses you listed on the last slide. Next, select the best examples of your work. Which assignments made you think more about children? Which assignments increased your cultural competencies? Which assignments are useful professionally? Select 2 to 3 documents per course. Next, reflect. You will write an entry in your portfolio that will include a reflection on your experience in the course. What did you learn about children's life experience and well-being? How did the course make you discover cultural representations and social constructions of children and childhood? What are some of the challenges facing children both locally and globally? I'll show you examples of reflections later in this presentation. Hi, I'm going to walk you through how to create a portfolio on Blackboard. I have the directions written out in the assignment so you can also follow along there. First of all, once you're logged in, click your name as it appears. So I'm going to click on my name. Now I go down below and select Tools. And from the list of options, I select Portfolios. I've created several portfolios, so they show here. This is the one that I created as a sample, but I will show you how to create. I'm going to click the Create button, and I'm going to give my portfolio name. I might want to call it Childhood Studies Minor Portfolio, and I'm just going to put How to Create. And then I could add a description if I wanted. And I make sure that the boxes in blue are both checked, Available and Comments Private. Then I go over to Submit. A screen opens that asks if I would like to take the tour or explore on my own. I might advise taking the tour because that will further answer questions you have, but for time purposes now, I'm going to hit no thanks, I'll explore on my own. So I go here and I can start adding pages and headings. So I could click here to add a heading, and I might want to call this Childhood, whoops, I misspelled, Childhood Studies Minor. And I hit save. Then I go over to where it says page 1, and I'm going to rename this the course. So for the first course that you take in the minor is Introduction to Childhood Studies, or CHST 203, this course. I again need to select the save. Now I'm going to add sections. So here I want to talk about 2 artifacts, and I'm going to talk about the group presentation, and I'm going to add an artifact. Now I have items from the course. You're going to select Add Personal Artifact. You're going to maybe call it Presentation for a Group Project. You might want to add a description, and then the contents, and this is where you'll be putting your reflection. You will browse your computer and select a PowerPoint presentation, and let me go into a folder that would have a PowerPoint presentation, and I would go into my summer courses, and I'm just going to select one here, choose. I can see that it has attached, whoops, back to this screen, and I hit submit. For some reason it's taking a while. Okay, I'm just going to cancel it, but you would wait until you're submitted, and then you would have an artifact. Just for time's sake, I'm going to do one from that I have in my library already, because I've created, and I'm going to hit the submit button at the bottom. Now I have the PowerPoint. Now I can type in my reflection, and I'll just write the word reflection, and I'm going to save it. So now I have a page called CHST 203. Under that I have a group presentation. I would continue to add, and to add the next artifact I just select the plus sign and section 2 opens, and I would be able to type that in. I again will cancel just to keep this short. Now I have 2 sections there, and I now need to put in a footer. And I just recommend perhaps using your name. So I'll just type in my name. And then I select the Save button on the bottom right. And it's saving very slowly. And now if I go back to my portfolios. I should find the portfolio there. And it is. Now you'll notice some of the examples that I gave. They looked a little bit different. You can add your own color and customize it. And if you go to the view, and then at the top of the screen it will say customize style. And you have you have 4 different layouts, and you can choose whatever colors you want. And I might choose this one, and if I do, then I save it if that's what I like. And I've created the portfolio. So now we're going to go into, I'm going to close this. I'm going to go back to my courses. And I select our course. And I'm ready to submit the assignment during week 5. So I go to weekly content. I select week 5. I go over to the assignment that's labeled portfolio creation. It says when it is due. You will select a portfolio, or you could do the creation process here. I prefer that you do it the way I showed you. And now I can select the portfolio that I want to use and hit submit. And there is my assignment submission. Remember to select submit, and you should have submitted your portfolio for me to be able to grade. I look forward to seeing. On this slide and the next 2 slides, you can read some reflections students wrote to describe the course and some of the artifacts or documents they included in their portfolio to demonstrate their understanding of childhood and how childhood is seen from different points of view based on discipline. You read the slide, and then when you're ready, you can select the button at the bottom right to move the slide forward. You'll do that on this reflection and the next 2. Well, hopefully I've explained the portfolio creation process and assignment submission effectively, and you're able to do it. But you may have some questions. What was unclear? As always, you can post your questions on the peer forum in Blackboard under Getting Started, or send me an email. And you can do that by selecting the blue text on the slide. The presentation is over and you can close it now and start creating your portfolio.